Hi folks, old man Grognard here. It's been a while, too long. We should answer some emails, talk a little bit, unwind. But I've got a lot of emails to read, so I hope you're all doing well. I've got a convention coming up in a couple of weeks as of this recording, and I'm looking forward to that. But let's get to the old bag. This is from Richard Brooks. So, found your YouTube channel and really enjoy the videos. As an Ike baby like you, it's great to find someone of my age with vast experience talking about my hobby. Ike baby, yike. Yeah, I'm 60 now. What am I going to do? I've been a DM/GM since Carter was president, and I found the less complicated game, the better it usually is. And I agree with that. See, it's 81, Carter or Reagan, I can't remember. But anyway. With that said, you should check out The Front by Mark Hunt. It's a good read and plays great. I think you'll enjoy it. Again, love the vids. Keep them coming. Richard Brooks, RDB. Thank you, Richard. You know what's funny? I'm aware of The Front because I talk to Mark Hunt occasionally. He's putting out a new version of Gangbusters, and I've been kind of either helping him with it or cheering him on. And hopefully it will be out soon. I was hoping it would be out by North Texas, but doesn't look like it. But anyway. Yeah, I will ask him about The Front and see if I can get my hands on a copy, and maybe we can do a review. I mean, I did Operation White Box, so like I said, war type games, World War II, whatever type games, don't really interest me, but occasionally one comes up, we're going, yeah, that's got a good idea to it. I could probably dig it a little. At least I can mine it for ideas. Anyway, thank you very much, Sir Mr. Richard Brooks. Yes, I print these out. I print these out in a big font so I can read them without my glasses. Our next one is from Barry O'Leary. I'll give you a drink just because. Says, I love your videos. I picked up Lands of Lunacy on your recommendation. I'm looking forward to using it. It's a good module. It's not your everyday module, but it is really good. It's something to throw at the players, kind of as a side quest or something. Anyway, I was thinking of trying out Perdition. Have you heard of it? I'm interested to know what you think of it. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Barry. No, actually, I haven't, and I did follow your link and looked it up. It's interesting because it is a retro clone, but it's a very specific type of retro clone. I mean, it's fantasy and stuff, but I mean, it's tuned to that world of Perdition that he came up with. Once again, if I can get my hands on a copy, a PDF and a hard print copy, I will happily do reviews. That's my only criteria on reviews. I have yet to turn one down. And one from Brutor's Bill. Says, hope this finds you well. It does. I am continuing to enjoy your YouTube videos. I was wondering if you were still running your Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea campaign. If so, I'd love to hear a bit more about your campaign and how it's going. Well, take care, Brutor's Bill. Well, Bill, yeah, I'm still running it, kind of barely. We run every other Saturday, and the last month or so, with holidays and other things, kind of got in the way. But I'm going to be playing this Saturday as of this recording, and we're going to be doing another session of it. I've been doing modules. I did Rats on the Walls to get them going, and right now they're going through the Ghost Ship of the Desert Dunes. And it's a very good module by Jeff Tarnlin. You would do good to check it out. We have a bunch of ne'er-do-wells on a ship heading to the Diamond Desert to find green diamonds. I've got some interesting characters. The one I keep thinking of is there's a necromancer who has at least two undead servants, one of which is a giant. I'm going to talk to him about that. I mean, he's got this spell where he says it doesn't really limit him to how many undead servants he can create, but I think I'm going to cut him off at 2. I was going to cut him off at 3, but I probably could. 3's a crowd, though. But, you know, I got to cut. I can't have him have, you know, an undead army just, like, overrunning. Okay, go! Go through the dungeon second. Can't do that. Sorry. But thank you, Bill. I will try and keep people informed through here or my videos or the podcasts like Thaco's Hammer, things like that. Okay, now we have one from Pino from Australia. He says, hey, Glenn, a neighbor across the street is selling off his father's Castles and Crusades collection. I was wondering about picking it up since he is selling it at a bargain price. I have been playing 2nd edition for quite some time now, good for you, and have heard you praise CNC throughout your podcasts and YouTube channel. Not asking for thesis or anything, just I would like to know what comes to your mind when you think of CNC and 2nd edition D&D mechanics wise. Yours truly, Pino from Australia. Thank you, Pino. I know this is a little late because this is an older email, so he probably already sold them. But if he didn't, I get them. When I use CNC, the first thing that comes to mind for me is 3rd edition done right. You know, I don't know how Pathfinder got to play around with the, you know, things were kind of crazy in the D20 system days. But what happened was Pathfinder got the license and they carried on with 3E. But so did Castles and Crusades, and they streamlined it and makes me very happy. I mean, you do not have things like prestige classes or abundance of skills and things like that. They really, and it makes it fun to play. It really does. They've got some interesting concepts in there. They were the first one. I think they were the first ones to do the saving throws or the stat rolls depending on the situation. Kind of like that. I think 5e picked that up, or even 4e. I don't know. I've never seen 4e, but and it's just a cleaner system. I think it's a lot cleaner system. And I can, you know, it's ascending armor class, so there's a lot of people who like that, and I'm not going to begrudge them that. In fact, I've been starting to use it myself. So, but like I said, I think Castles and Crusades is a lot cleaner system than Pathfinder or 3E or even 2E for that matter. As much as I love 2E, the kits and the proficiencies kind of get me down sometimes. Any skill system is hard to work. No, well, I'm not going to say hard to work. What I'm going to say is any skill system is, a lot of them feel tacked on. They don't really feel like they're part of the system, if you know what I mean. And it's sometimes there are simpler systems out there that I like than I use, but as far as like the proficiencies go, they just kind of give me the willies. I don't like using. I'm always stripping down 2E to its basics. But with my players, it's like, oh, if you want to do skills, fine. I'm not gonna really come down on you, but I don't want to use them. So as a player, I don't want to use them. But anyway, like I said, Castles and Crusades, a good buy and a good play. It really is. Thank you, Pino. I appreciate that one. And who do we? Oh my goodness, we have Torgo the White. And he says, "Hi, old man Grognard. I've been playing on and off since 1st edition D&D, and now mainly play Labyrinth CRPG. Good system. Good system. My girlfriend, who is new to RPGs, had the following question, which I think is pretty insightful for a rookie. Yeah. Okay. Is a character's alignment dependent upon the social environment in which they are placed? In the way that I interpret the classifications, the terms lawful and chaotic are labels derived from how the characters would react to the government societal norms, and the terms good and evil are related to morality. For example, if Robin Hood, a classic chaotic good character, was placed in a non-corrupt society where the riches were spread out evenly among the citizens, and would he become lawful good because his environment now matches his inner compass of morality? Or is it the character's tendencies towards certain actions which guide their alignment regardless of whether or not they agree with their surroundings? Thanks for your time, Torgo the White. Thank you, Torgo. That is a very, very interesting question. I guess it's a nature or nurture thing. If Robin Hood was in a lawful society that was, actually, let me pull that back, in a society that would be running in his mind the way it should, I don't see him changing his alignment. I really don't. And I'll tell you why. I see a lot of people who keep their viewpoints and their opinions and their basic compass. I mean, I'm not talking just moral compass, but societal compass. Comeliness? I don't know. Compass, regardless of the society they're in. There's always going to be rebels. There's always going to be people who go by the law. There's always, no matter what society, it could be utopia, and it would be, there'd be people. A good example of this is, I don't know if you'd ever watched this, I don't know, but in the 30s there was a movie called Things to Come by H.G. Wells' Things to Come, and it was basically a tract. I mean, it was a good movie and stuff. It was well acted, but it basically serves as an author tract for H.G. Wells' idea of what society should be. And in the third act was the future of what they called every town. It was like every town, through the years. And it was basically a utopia run by the scientists. But everybody had everything they needed. There was no crime, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The first scene they show you in that act is this guy who's an artist, I guess he's a sculptor or painter or something like that, complaining about the government and its perfection, and it doesn't fit into his purview of what a perfect society is, because everybody has an idea of a perfect society. So you're always going to have people like that. Now, I don't think people's moral compass changes. I mean, it can change over time, yes. But a lot of times I've seen a lot of people where they're one way, they stay that way for the rest of their life, no matter if they're living in the jungles of Africa or in Washington, D.C., or just on a farm or anywhere in the world. That's the way they are. They take their morality with them. Morality is something that is, to me, it's taught at an early age. Now, I've seen people change that because they would, if they got to a certain age and thought it was wrong, they would reject that. And then with age, that may change again. But it's always going to be within this purview of this more. They're not going to go from good to evil. For the most part, I'm talking about, for the most part, most people. I mean, there's billions of people on the earth. How am I going to tell? And as far as societal, like lawful and chaotic, I just proved that even in a perfect society, there's always going to be people who are discontented. And I can see Robin Hood in a utopia possibly being discontented or helping. if it fit in his chaotic good mindset, if they were, man, this is a hard one to call. It really is, because alignment is a tricky thing. I can understand why a lot of systems want to throw out alignment, but I find alignment can be handy once in a while. This is why I don't really hew to people's alignments. In fact, my games, the games I've run or I've been in, the players are the ones that are, hewing to the alignment without the DM's help at all. We got guys, who are thieves saying, okay, I'm chaotic or neutral evil, and I would do this, I would do that, and they do stuff, and I have yet to see a DM, or I have yet as a DM myself having to go, now, is that part of your alignment? I mean, take an extreme example, a paladin. Deviating from lawful good. I have yet to have anybody who I've seen play a paladin the DM go, your god may have something to say about that. But anyway, I digress. But like I said, my personal opinion is I don't think that's going to change. I don't think that would change Robin Hood one whit. He's still gonna hew to the principles. Principles, that's the whole thing. People's principles. That is, to me, that's the kind of thing that's, you can change your opinions and you change your feelings about stuff, but principles are like hardwired at an early age into people. They are. I know a lot of people, and it just seems hardwired in there. So I think his basic core principles he would still be. I'm not going to say in a utopia he's going to go around and, robbing from the rich and give the poor and stuff, but he'd find other ways. Anyway, I hope that answers your question, Torgo. I know I kind of took the long way around the barn on that one, but, what you're going to do, it's me. What else we got? Okay. And our last one here is from Travis. Hi, Travis. He says, hi, Glenn. Wondering if you would do a video on magic in D&D. How do you like how the 5th edition handles magic, especially the cantrips? How does the style of play compare to older versions of D&D pre-3rd edition? I heard lots of opinions. Some people love or hate either one, stating that the old way had boring wizards that couldn't do anything, or that the new way is too much spamming and has been cheapened magic. What's your take? Travis. Okay, this is my take. I like it and hate it. I have not really examined 5e magic all that close, but from what I've seen, I kind of like it. It's really buffed up some of the magic in there that needed buffing up. I would be a hypocrite to say that I didn't like it because my 5e game that I'm in, our cleric has saved our butts, and our paladin has saved our butts so many times. I think he's a paladin, I'm not sure. But because of things like, Flaming Blade, and especially things like Spare the Dying, people last a lot longer in 5th edition. What I like about 5th edition is it seems like they found a way to extend a character's life without making him Superman. And spells like that help. I love the cantrips. I love the idea of cantrips in that game. I like the idea of you have these 0-level spells that you can pop off anytime. That's the way cantrips should be. And the thing is, see, they serve a double purpose. One, you can pop them off at any time because wizards do that. Because I always wanted, just put a flame under there. Boom. Okay. Make bubbles. Stuff like that. But the thing is, it helps keep the wizard alive longer, which it really needed to. No matter what people, squishy wizards, all that thing, they really did need something to keep the wizard alive long enough to get a few levels, and the cantrips are what does it. I played a wizard in one 5e game, And I had some spells, but I was always popping off cantrips. I was doing things like, I can't remember the one where you make a noise. It's a like an audible glamour. You make a noise over here, and it's just enough to do stuff. And they have attack damage spells, cantrips. The difference is, it's not a regular spell. The difference is, instead of you making it to hit roll, the target makes a save. And a lot of times, my target has made a save. You know, more times than I'd like. But that gives you the nature of cantrips. It's not what you're doing to them, it's how it affects them, how they react to it, which I like. The magic, like I said, I haven't really looked at the magic all that close. I don't even own a copy of I don't even own a set of the books. But I would like to, maybe I could do another After Dark like this and actually poll my 5e group, the guys who play Magic Users, and ask them. I think that'd be interesting. Either that or do an Old Man Grognard or put it on the podcast somehow. But yeah, I'd like to do that. But you know, you can't go. The cantrips I know about. The rest of the magic I don't. I would take those cantrips, and I've actually made copies of the cantrips and added them to my basic and 2e games, or the clones, because they're easy to pop off, and it's not gonna, you know, like I said, it's minor magic, but used effectively, effective magic. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Thank you, Travis. And that is our emails. We've got some Thakos Hammer coming up pretty soon, in the few weeks. Saber Die also. I try to keep my hand in on those, and I've been doing a lot of reviews on this channel. A lot of reviews. It's because people keep sending me stuff. And that's fine with me. That's part of what I'm here for, is to review something. And I give it a shake. I mean, you send me something, like, first of all, the only thing I ask is you give me a PDF and a printed copy. If there is a printed copy, some things only exist in PDF. I can deal with that. But if there's a print copy, I'd like a print copy and a PDF, because the PDF, obviously, so I can do like screenshots and put them up there. You know, here's what it looks like. But I also like to do, hey, look at this. This is what it looks like when you buy it. And also, I'm the kind of guy I found out early on that if I have a tablet or a computer and I try to read a PDF, I can't. I'd rather just sit down and read a book. But that's why I ask. And if you send it to me that way, I'll review it. I've reviewed stuff that I really don't. I mean, I've done the zombie hack. I don't like zombies. I did Operation White Box, World War II. That one surprised me because I really don't care for that kind of wartime stuff, but the way he did it sounds like fun. So, you know, that's what I do. That's why I have a lot of reviews. It's almost it's getting to so it eclipses my regular output, which I like to do. I like to do more tips and tricks and stuff like that. It's just I'm a little tapped out right now. And thank you, by the way, everybody, for the emails. You guys listen or watch the show, and I wouldn't be nothing without you guys. And if you want to send more emails, that's fine. It's oldmangrognard@gmail.com, as we know. I know I've been a little remiss. I haven't looked in the email box. That's why I did all those. But go ahead and send more. You keep sending them, we'll do more. So, until next time, I hope you're all well. And let me say bye-bye.